Welcome everybody. A few basic rules. We have an evacuation procedure. A fire drill is not expected, so if the alarm does sound, please evacuate the building quickly and as calmly as possible. Please use the stairs, do not use the lifts. Exit the chamber via the appropriate fire exit doors. We will meet across the road outside the Lloyd's Bank. And if you need assistance, please make yourself known to one of the staff. Thank you. It's a huge honour for me as Mayor of Nuneaton and Bedworth and the Mayoress to be present here at the unveiling of this superb portrait of Larry Grayson. It is said that the artist Miles Mills has created a magnificent likeness of Larry, which will be displayed here in Nuneaton Town Hall, his much-loved adopted town. It's fantastic to see so many members of Larry's family here, including his great nephew, Malyon, who has helped to keep his uncle's flame alive for the last 30 years. And it's wonderful to see the painting unveiled in front of Isla St. Clair. The equally brilliant co-host of the Generation Game, the show that regularly topped television's Saturday evening ratings. All of us of a certain age will remember both Larry and Isla, who was referred to as my lovely Isla on the show. One of the high spots of the Generation Game was, of course, the winner's trophy. But unfortunately, the cuddly toy can't be with us today. The younger generations can still enjoy watching Larry, on hundreds of YouTube clips, including his Christmas single, "Who's Stuffing Your Turkey This Christmas?" We wonder what today's social media channel would have made of Slack Alice, Everard, and of course, Pop Hitting Peter, all of whom we well known and were perhaps based on real life people. We never know. To say Larry loved this town and the borough is a vast understatement. He made it his home here for many generations, would often be seen walking his favourite dogs around the town. While doing this, he would pass the time of day with anybody he met. No big celebrity attitude from Larry. After his highly successful television career came to an end, Larry would often be seen helping out with charities, opening fetes, garden parties, and entertaining hundreds of pensioners at Christmas parties. Such was the man's generosity, he would never charge for any of this. It was this simply his nature. Larry, our Bill, as his family knew him, was a true man of the people, and an excellent portrait of which will be kept as memory alive in his beloved Nuneaton for the years to come. This town's doors will never shut on Larry Grayson. Thank you. I would like to ask Councillor Sue Markham. Thank you.
On. Okay, so it's lovely to see so many people here today, and it's great to honour one of the borough's favourite sons. Larry Grayson grew up in Nuneaton and became a famous comedian both on stage and television. Today, he is best remembered for paving the way for other performers as host of the Generation Game. His success followed years of touring clubs and then theatres, before hosting various TV shows and having his own TV programme on LWT, which I don't think exists anymore. With his famous catchphrase of "shut that door," Larry's story can inspire all of us, not only through his hard work, but also how he handled his success. Larry is affectionately remembered by all who met him for being as warm and funny in real life as he was on stage or screen. He generously supported many local charities, in particular the George Eliot Hospital, attending events and helping to raise money. He is also a great example of how success can happen at any age.
Very well with this. I think he was definitely the one in the beautiful frocks. And I was the one definitely in the dungarees, and somehow it all worked out very, very well. Talk about the cross the boundaries, we certainly did. He was always nice to me, always nice to me. And when we were in next door dressing rooms, and he would frequently come in and say, Isles, Isles, I need to come in and say something. And he'd come in and he'd look round at the búrach. A búrach in Scotland means a mess in my dressing room, and he'd say, just looks like Kathy Kirby's dressing room. So goodness knows what Kathy Kirby's dressing room was going. He'd shoot out again, he'd come back in with that little hoover. He kept a hoover in his dressing room for keeping everything tidy, and he'd come in and he'd hoover around mine to get all the crumbs off the floor and everything. Good friends, nice guy, very nice guy. Oh, this is a good one though. Every time Danny LaRue would come to see the show, which was 2 or 3 times, Larry would get in a complete frenzy of activity and excitement, and because Danny was really a very big star in those days, and Larry looked up to him very much. So we'd order in lots of champagne for Danny, and we'd all have to go into the dressing room. So all would go into the dressing room and everything. And then Danny, very naughty of him, took me on his knee, and I could see Larry looking. He didn't like that very much. But what fun we had, honestly, from things you can't imagine, the silly things that would happen unscheduled, because you could never know what Larry was going to do or say. You never knew what he was, because he would never stick to the script. And he had all these lovely characters like Slack Alice, Everard, Fagash Lil, so he'd just bring these little characters up all the time, and it would fill any gap. There was never a dull moment, never. And always nice, wasn't he? His dressing room was always full, wasn't it, Mike, after the show? Packed. Generosity, and he'd say, oh, the nation loves me, Isles, and he'd say, oh, no, us. Always nice. Loved him very much. And if he was here today, he'd definitely say, seems like a nice boy. Without a shadow of a doubt. And all of you, he just loved you all, I can tell you that. Who he loved was just all of you people who supported him, always had time for everybody, really did, genuine man, and loved him very much. And can I take it off now? Not yet. Is it the moment? No. Not yet. Oh, I thought I was going to... Right, well that's my few words, and whatever happens next will happen next.
Thank you, Isla, for recounting some of those memories.
Yeah.
The things that we don't see.
No, that's right.
Thank you.
Just as well.
Can I ask Dave, the artist, please, say a few words? Thank you.
Just a few words. I'm delighted to be here today to celebrate along with you all what would have been Larry's 100th birthday. Larry was loved by everybody. I grew up watching him on TV when he was at the height of his fame. I approached Nuneaton Town Council some months ago about a portrait canvas to mark his centenary. They graciously accepted. I am very humbled to donate this canvas portrait to say thank you, Larry, for all the laughs and joy you brought us. Larry always finished his shows by saying, I love you all. Well, Larry, we all still love you.
Thank you, Larry, for that your generosity. Thank you indeed. And Mike, if you could say a few words.
Take me by surprise. Well, it is, I mean, I can feel the warmth in this room, and I know Larry would have said exactly the same, that he absolutely loved Nuneaton. It's amazing because when he used to do the show, when he used to do the Generation game, he couldn't wait to get back.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to get, I mean, he'd go down there on a Thursday, rehearse, film it on the Friday.
No. We rehearsed on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then we come back on we do Wednesday, and then Thursday
That's
record.
Yeah.
Friday edit. Saturday goes out.
And then Saturday he would zoom back to Nuneaton.
Oh, to see fan.
Yeah, that's right.
And a hot water
and we would all turn up at the house to watch the show, but he didn't like to watch it. He would walk his dog up the street. Didn't like to watch it with all the family. But I remember the first time when the show went out.
Yeah.
Did the same. He went to walked his dog up the street. We all watched the first one, all wondering what it was going to be like. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And he came back and he said, I can't believe it. He said, I've walked down the street and I've looked through the windows. I'm on every television. He didn't even realise how successful he'd been himself.
Yeah.
And that was the great thing about my uncle. My uncle Bill, I always knew, obviously, my uncle Bill. He took success so much in his stride. I mean, the pinnacle of his career was to appear at the London Palladium. And he'd done all the clubs, and he finally got there. And he phoned me up at work when I was working at the Nuneaton Tribune. And he said, Michael, you never guess what? I'm at the Palladium. And he was a 7-minute spot, bottom of the bill, second one on after the Chorus Girls.
Yeah.
Peter Noon of Herman's Hermit was top of the bill. Roger Whittaker was on, Russ Conway. But he did a 7-minute spot. And he was virtually a sensation. People said, where does this boy come from? Boy, he was 47. Where does this boy come from? But that to him was the magic moment.
Yeah.
He did say to me afterwards, he said, that's it now. It doesn't matter if I never appear anywhere ever again. I've appeared on the stage at London Palladium where my lovely Judy Garland appeared. That was his dream. He never realised that night what he was going to go on to. Have his own television show. Go back to the Palladium, his own show, Grayson's Scandals, and to then host the Generation game in front of 18 million people every Saturday night. It was sensational, really. So it's an amazing story from someone who came from absolutely humble beginnings, you know, fostered by my great-grandfather, living in a little cottage in Abbey Green, doing the club circuit, traipsing around the clubs, working men's clubs, year after year after year, having bouts of ill health, and then suddenly it all just happened. It all just suddenly came true. And it really is, you know, it inspires everybody really, because he always dreamed of it. That's all he'd ever done since he was 14 years old, was entertain people. So for it to actually come true is fantastic, and it is an inspiration for everyone, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also now, for me, I mean, I'd love to keep his name going, and I can't believe that he would have been 100 today. I remember when he was 65, he couldn't believe he'd reached 65. He said, can you believe I'm now a pensioner? So to be 100. But the great thing is that this town has kept his name alive. And we've got a shopping development coming up called Grayson Place. We've got an exhibition at the museum at the moment. We've got one at the Heritage Centre. And now this today. It's fantastic that after all these years, he's still being remembered in Nuneaton and remembered fondly. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here today, and I cannot wait to see the great unveiling. We're all excited to see that.
Shall I step up?
Is this it? Is this the great unveiling now?
Is this the great reveal?
Right,
Yes.
Here we go.
Are you going to take? Shall we take one side each,
That's
like?
brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Up
No,
to three.
listen. Wait for it. Wait for
One,
it. Wait
two,
for it. 3.
3.
good. I love the tie.
Yes, yeah. That's brilliant. Excellent.
Oh, wonderful. Well done. You perhaps should come up also now.
Yes, Dave, yeah.
Come up as well. Wonderful. Yeah, that's really great. Oh, you'd be so pleased, honestly. You'd be thrilled, wouldn't he?
He would be, really.
And he couldn't say, look at the hook in here, could he?
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you very much
Oh,
indeed.
that's really good. Oh, that's so good. That was as I knew.
Yes.
As I first met him. Oh. You got the music.
Yes.
I thought we were going to see a show now. The one with the Marines is a good one. That's really good. Fantastic. Shall I sit down? Brilliant. Oh, that's great.
You've lost the tie.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'm sure you all agree it's a wonderful likeness, an excellent likeness. And those of us who remember watching the programme on Saturday evenings will recall Larry as is in that photograph. And that will hang in the town hall, as we said, for generations to see. And as a reminder that, you know, someone can come from, should we say, quite a low level in life and become a famous, very famous entertainer, as you say, bringing in 18 million viewers. Oh,
26 million on one occasion.
26 million! I'm sure that doesn't even, we don't even reach that now with the World Cup final, do we, in England? It's different.
There was only 3 stations.
Shh! Don't belittle it. Don't belittle it. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for your attendance. We appreciate it. And this will be on view within the town hall. Not 100% sure as yet where we're going to put it, but we will review it, and obviously it will be there for everybody to see. Thank you very much indeed.